Good morning, sugar. How are you today? I'm here to show you the truth about the crypto industry. A lot of us know this, but you have to hear it from someone like you. I'm a guy like you. I am an outsider, and you're probably an outsider too. We're not in the inner circle. The inner circle is a circle of snakes and ugly poopy emojis. Not the cute ones, the ugly ones. Look how ugly this one is. I want to show you something, man. See, the crypto industry is full of frauds. I'm not going to say that all of them are nefarious actors, but you're going to decide that, because I'm going to tell you that most of them don't have the steel testicles that they claim. Steel testicles involves being a deep value investor and hodling. I have seen the wallets of many influencers. I have heard of many stories of people in groups, Discords, Telegrams, private groups, phone calls. I've heard so much. They're not what you think. Most of them are disappointments. They make their money off sponsorships, insider ICO grifts. They make their money from Bybit and Binance, commissions off leverage trading. Now, they're the scum. There's also another category of that. There's other scum too, but they're smarter. They're more polished. I'll call them polished poop. So they're still scum, but they're smarter in how they communicate. But at the end of the day, they're still human. They still do the snaky, polished poop ways of pumping and dumping. Now, they do pump and dump, but they won't use those words. Because they're smart. They hear information out there like what I'm saying, but they don't want to believe in the mirror that they do it. So they wrestle with themselves, and somehow they have to sleep at night. So they say, oh, well, if I wasn't going to do it, someone else was. Whatever excuse it is, I don't care about them. I care about you. I don't want you to get hurt. Your money is precious. Your socks are fluffy. Your slippers, I don't know how long they've got, but time is running out. So just pay attention. Look at this. Recently, you've seen this word, Eigen Layer, pushed all over YouTube and Twitter. Eigen Layer, oh my God, it's so exciting. Firstly, it's a poop name. Eigen Layer. Sounds poop. Terrible marketing name. And secondly, Layer is the most unsexy name. Layer. Okay. Look here. So, they've recently pushed this narrative. I have been waiting for this to appear for months. Because I want to teach you, but I want to use a live example that you can relate to. So I've been waiting, and I was so convicted. I go, I know the grifters. They're going to do something, and it's going to appear, and I'm going to be able to show my baby doll friendship community, and you guys are going to see, and here we are. So all over Twitter and YouTube, suddenly out of nowhere, everyone's talking about the Eigen Layer. Oh my God, the white paper. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I go and do some research. You know me, I have a sixth sense. I already knew. I go, let me guess. I bet the funding round's done. I bet it's got insiders, and I bet some of the higher up early original ETH guys, I bet they got allocations and some big promoters. Go do some digging. Tick, 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 tick. Straight away. They all got given ICO funding round allocations. So, and now it's finished. Or it's finishing. It's basically close to done. When it first raised, it was $14 million last year. Could you get in? Could I get in? Nope. Hidden in the shadows. Same as Arbitrum, a layer 2, which is meant to be the bastion of decentralization for Ethereum. That was done in the first quarter of 2021. That's right, not 2022, 2021. They were raising money. They knew it was going to be big. It has insiders backing it. You and me, we can't get allocations. I almost got an allocation, but I couldn't quite get there because one of the people who were handing it out, because that's all it is. They're handing out free money. He had $1 million allocation. He was giving away 50K. And he pulled it. He pulled it. And it was 50K, not to me. It was split between like 25 people. He pulled it in the last day. He's like, nah, screw you. I want all the money for myself. This is the game we live in. Okay? So Eigen Layer appears everywhere. Oh my God, it's so sexy. It's going to change the game. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't use this ugly poopy emoji unless it's a special occasion. So they all got given, the ICOs. It goes up in tiers. You know, Coinbase get it at the start, raise 14 million, and they sell it to someone else. And obviously they don't sell, but they keep raising and building over time. They don't give it to the public. Ethereum was a public ICO. Did you know that? Ethereum was a public ICO. Send your Bitcoin in. You get Ethereum. Public, free, open. Fair launch. Just like Bitcoin. What we are now seeing is a bastardization of the original intent. Now, I know this was always going to happen. So I'm not going to sit here and wave my flag and go, oh yeah, we got to change everything. I don't care about them. I care about you. I just want you to open your eyes and see what's going on so you don't get fooled. It's a game of capital allocation. Don't let them convince you it's not a game. It is a game. And the game is to get you to buy the top, to get excited, to make you to think this technology is different. No. The rules don't apply here. You should put your money here so I can dump on you. The block. Eigen Layer, an Ethereum restaking protocol, is raising 50 million in the Series A funding, sources tell. The valuation is already at 500 million. Because it's done. They've already got the big guys. The big weirdos, the big girls, the scum, the snakes. They've got them in. They've got them in. Now, if you're one of the innocent people and you got an insider ICO and you get offended at these labels, no one cares about you. I'm here to help everyone else. And if you're listening, of course, we're outsiders, man. We're never going to be in this group. Never. And good. We don't want to be in that group. Do you want to be given this poopy emoji, by the way? You don't. You keep your socks on and you keep your slippers fluffy. So, when you look at this, you have to see the truth right in front of your eyes. A narrative has appeared. Oh my God, Eigen, but I'm going to show you why. Why do they do it? But you know already why they do it. Look what was trending on Twitter today. Right now. Femboys. That's what they are. They're femboys. They are femboys. They are too scared to buy and hold assets that are contrary in view to make their living. They're too scared to do that. They don't know how to do that. They have a different skill set. The skill set is sleep and prostitute yourself to the insiders. Learn the language of how they want you to promote. You get in and then you can dump on retail later. It's literally the Wall Street playbook. They do this in Wall Street all the time. This is not new. They're femboys. Don't forget that. Look at my next post. Right under it. So obviously this is how finance and crypto works. So they get the deal. Let's go this. We're going to use a pumpermental green. We're going to have to brighten this up. They get the private deal and they start building a positive story runway for the next 12 to 18 months. That's how they do it. This is the formula. So whether this protocol has every good intention of delivering value, I don't care. I don't care. Every asset has a price too high and a price too low. Coinbase is one of the most popular companies in the world. Go and look at Tiffany Fong. She bought the Coinbase IPO top. And I know some of you don't believe me. Look, you don't believe me? That's right. Look at this. I bought the Coinbase stock on IPO day and left 3 Bitcoin and 11 Ethereum in Celsius. Why the F would you ask me for investment advice? So she's having a self-realization that believing the narrative isn't healthy at all. By the way, Coinbase, coincidentally, got given early allocation to Eigen Layer. Gee, I wonder who's going to list it for everyone to get an amazing price of 100x above the ICO. out of the goodness of their heart. Oh, we want to finally let you retailers in. I didn't care about them. We're outsiders. We'll always be outsiders. I've always been the underdog. We don't fit in with the polished people. My room is dusty. Okay. You got to know. They all plan a dump on you. That's it. They plan a dump on you. They may not use those words. They'll use, I've got to redistribute. I've got to reallocate. I've got to manage risk. You see all these words? That's the language they use, okay? I don't care. They go to the pool of money with the bids and offers. They are going to place the coin that they got for cheap into the pool. They're going to increase its supply, and they're going to extract US dollars that you just put in. And that makes the price go down. That's what's going to happen. I don't care what label they give it. They're going to change it every time. Doesn't matter. There's a winner and there's a loser. I don't want you to be the loser. I'm making you 1% smarter every day. I'm making your socks 1% fluffy every month. I'm making your brain a salty little yummy peanut. We're going to make it. So, don't forget, we're always going to be outsiders. That's it. We're always going to be outsiders because they're femboys. They don't have what it takes to sit and hold. They binked it on one thing early. It was either a Bitcoin or an Ethereum, whatever it was. They binked it on one thing. They never want to go through that experience again. And now that they've made it and they're in with the insiders, they need a funnel of money coming in. We are the funnel of money. Our attention. Crypto is all about the attention economy. So they shill it to the promoters. They give it to the promoters. The promoters start to talk about it. They mention it in February. Then they're going to mention it 2 months from now. Then 4 months. Then 6 months. You can't get it. But by the time the token is released, whenever it comes out, 12 to 18 months, you have been hearing about this thing for 12 to 18 months, and suddenly you trust it. And you don't think about the 1 cent ICO price. You think 50 cents is cheap because it's going to $10. That's what they tell you. But you don't know you're buying their 50x bag. I don't ever want to see you on my Twitter feed with this poopy face emoji. Ever. So, this is nothing new. This has been happening in crypto, in stonks, right? So, I've got Twitter posts made. Near's tokens, they got unlocked. Surprise, surprise. Near was on Crypto Banter. There was a Near conference, all this buzzing and light shows and everything's, yeah, all the developers. And I was like, that's interesting. I always knew about Near. Near is an EVM. It's a competitor to Ethereum. You just change a few buttons, yada, yada, right? It's a pulse chain that no one cares about. So I saw this. I was like, that's interesting. You guys had a sudden burst of activity all over the algorithm on YouTube and Twitter this past week. I went and I checked their ICO unlocks. Bang! The ICO unlocks were coming out within the next 2 to 4 weeks. That's what they do. They know the unlock is coming, so they start to build a runway. They start to hype it up at the very, very, very end. Even though they've been doing it for 6 months before, and then 4 months, and then 2 months. And now they do the emergency one. So they can get out. The price they get in, by the way, it's not on this chart. The price they get in is below ICO, all right? It's like down. Let me show you. Let me show you. Because you are my friend, look at this. They don't get down here. Maybe their ICO was like 10 cents. You see? So when they were unlocking here, they're still up 56x. Have you heard of a coin called POLKADOT? Another layer 1 competitor. The ICO for POLKADOT, I believe, was 31 cents. Okay. So POLKADOT pumped and then dumped. Pumped 10x and then just dumped all the way. It just erased everything. No value added for anybody holding. None. The ICO was 31 cents all the way down here. So the ICO people made 170 to 180x up the top. Even after these capitulations, they're still up a 20 banger. 20 times their money. Retail loses everything. Why? Because people are here to people are happily bidding here because they're like, oh, it's back to where it started. Nope. No, it's not. You got grifted like me. I had a bullet in Polkadot. I gave away for Pulse Chain. I was just like, whatever, this thing's not working. They did do their marketing schemes and scamming and the pumping and the dumping, all this other trash. So, you know the truth, okay? You know the truth. We've all known this. Don't forget this. I don't care what Eigen Layer does or doesn't do or whatever. And if you're just curious, it helps add a layer of staking to Ethereum. I know you're bored already, by the way. It helps add a layer of staking to Ethereum so they can sit in between the validator and the dude staking so they can change a condition, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. I don't care. You don't care. Unsexy. Unsexy. We know it is. It doesn't even matter what it does. This could cure cancer. You know they're going to list it 100x higher than what they got in. It doesn't matter. The story changes every time, but it's the same game, friends. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's Ethereum staking today. In a year from now, it's going to be the Binance thing. And then the year from that, it's going to be another chain. It doesn't matter. The story changes every single time. It's never the same story because it always has to convince retailers that this time is different. You change a story, you make people believe anything. But it's the same game. And the game is they pay peanuts and they dump on you for diamonds. But you give them the diamond. And you'll extract the peanut when you finally realize that you should have listened to this disgusting, ugly, poopy emoji the whole time. You tell your mum you love her, you give her a tight hug. I'll see you next time.